and welcome. Don't you just love it? Don't you just love it every time that a car passes you when you're on a motorcycle? Makes you feel good, makes you feel big. Look at that. Just awesome. I'm doing an awesome job riding fast. And this guy just comes up past me. I'm just kidding, guys. What's up? There's my friend over there on the left. Maybe you can't see him. I can't see him, but I saw him in real life. That's all that matters. Yeah, how you guys doing? I hope you're staying warm, staying cool, staying, whatever. The temperatures are crazy. All over the world, temperatures are going crazy. It's that time of year where, one day it's 80 degrees and then the next day it's like 30 degrees. So, yeah, I hope you guys are comfortable. I hope you guys have some toilet paper. Hope you guys got some entertainment. And I hope you can keep yourself sane for the next while we all go into quarantine here. Holy moly. A lot of people, fortunately, they got those good jobs. Lucky for them. They got jobs that are going to stick around. I may be lucky, I may not be lucky. We'll see how the future goes for me. But right now I do have a job, so that's good. Work from home. And yeah, we'll see. Anyways, with the stock market the way it is, I think a lot of companies are going to have to lay people off just to keep themselves afloat. And ain't that the way it works. Sipping on some good beer, having a good time. Here we are down by the Shenandoah. This is coming at you where I'm coming at you from. You know where I'm coming at you from. You know I'm coming at you from my couch in Sterling, Virginia, like always. I would have said something if it was different, wouldn't I? Yeah, we're riding down by the Shenandoah here, having a good time. It's just beautiful. Beautiful ride. So we got a number of clips for you today. More clips than usual, condensed into this 30 or so, 31 minute-ish at this point video. So we're doing a little more riding. The road's getting a little more technical, having a little more fun. But you guys have seen this road. No need for me to show it. No, I'm not going to show you the entirety of really any road. I do show you an entirety of one set of corners going both directions. You know the one. You know the one down at the end of that dead end road. So I'm gonna keep that for posterity. Maybe chit chat over that a little bit. But for the rest of this, we're just gonna have some clips here and there. We do actually have one entire road that's 1.6 miles long. You'll see. Let's see why I put that in there. 1.6 miles, and why I remember 1.6 miles. So we also have a little bit of talk about my dropped my bike. The previous YouTube video should have showed you that if you were watching. So right now I'm just showing how much I like to talk with my hands sometimes. I'm on voice comms with my buddies. Got two other bikes here. Got myself on the GS, the R1200 GS. Got my buddy on his S1000 XR in the back, and then in the middle, bringing up the middle, got a guy on his beautiful KTM 790 Adventure S. Not the R, the S. So I know there's a big difference between those two models in terms of height and seat and various, ancillary things. They got the same engine and chassis, but like everything else is different. So, yeah. What are you gonna do there? What are you gonna do there? So here we go. We're coming down. Where is this? You know what? I'm not sure where we are right now. Oh, we're riding around by Winchester. That's right. Sorry. This is a little southwest of Winchester here, and we're going up to just see some mountain roads and stuff. And yeah, just a few corners. Then we come up to this intersection, which I thought was pretty cool. It's like a 1, 2.
We're gonna go.
It's a four-way intersection, but it's
not
like
where that guy went. Out.
It's got like this double thing here with the T intersection, so it's almost like a five-way, multi-way intersection. It's kind of crazy. see those that often. You do not see those that often. Sipping on that good. Yeah, I mean, we had a good ride today. The temperatures for us in this particular day were about, mid 40s, 45 at the lower end, up to maybe 51 at the higher end. Up here in the mountains, you know, where it's nice and cloudy and it's maybe 45. The funny thing is like yesterday, 2 days ago it was 80. 2 days ago it was 80, and now today at the same time of day, okay, 2 days ago at like this time of day it might have been like 75, 74, and here it's like 44. Well, maybe like 40, 45. So it's like a little less than 30 degrees Fahrenheit difference. It's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So, yeah, I think the big thing on everyone's mind, of course, is the virus. You know, COVID-19, Corona, whatever you want to call it. The China virus, if you're an asshole. You know, I'm going to do my best I'm going to acknowledge it here like I have, but I'm going to do my best not to talk about it. There are so many YouTube videos and so many people talking about this. I'm just going to say how I feel really quick while we're riding around here on this beautiful backcountry road. You know, I do feel worried. I feel worried because people are dying abnormally fast from this virus, and they're dying in really, really horrible ways. If you can look it up yourself and see what the complications that cause, you know, fatalities are, and they're not good. It's a pretty bloody miserable way to go. And it's not just old people, it's young people, it's fat people, and skinny people, and all kinds of people get these issues. And of course, beyond the virus itself, we have to be afraid of our society. And I think that's the worst part, is that everyone is scared of each other now. We're scared that some, you know, post-apocalyptic shit's gonna go down, and it's not gonna be good. It's gonna be, you know, man versus man, man versus woman, man versus child, you know, like everyone fighting for resources, everyone killing each other over what? Meat, toilet paper and shit. Ugh, good God. It's scary. Got people panic buying, and not just food, but again, you know, toiletries and more importantly, firearms and ammunition. Everything's sold out, completely sold out. It's not something we've really seen before. So, and of course, unemployment's surging. With all these people going out of work, how are they going to eat? Well, we're scared, you know, that they're going to eat by taking our food, right? So we got to defend ourselves. Or we're scared that maybe we're going to have to go and take someone else's food to eat, right? So we got to prepare ourselves with weapons to do that. Ugh. That's the last thing. That last point is the point that no one I've heard mentioned besides me. And even I am reluctant to mention it. That, you know, we're not all here to just protect ourselves from intruders. We're also, you know, here to do what we have to do to survive. And I don't know if I'm capable of that personally, but there's probably plenty of people that are. So it's a scary thought. It's a very scary thought. All right, I went on and on. I said I was going to stop. I said I was going to stop, but I can't. I mean, this is the thing that's just been weighing on everybody, right? Anyway, so look at these beautiful roads. We had that nice road with no center line. That was great. We have the back on a faster road here. I think this is a road with a 55-mile-an-hour speed limit, so kind of cruising along at 70. You know, like a jackass. So one thing, we were thinking maybe the roads were going to be a little more empty. Nah. Not on a Sunday. I mean, yeah, the roads are more empty. There's less cars, but there's not a significant number of fewer cars to actually make a difference in the motorcycle ride itself. Does that make any sense? Like, I found myself running into cars. Now, I don't show it, but I found myself running up behind cars and getting slowed down by cars, yeah, just as much as I normally would. Maybe no more, but certainly no less. I got slowed down by cars like crazy. So here you see me pulling off to the right to make this right turn. That's 50. That's US 50. I just don't want to get rear-ended on US 50. It's a fast road with no right turn lane, so I'll make my own. Alright guys, it's time to crack a beer. I'm going to actually move the beer away from the microphone because last time it was way too loud. It was like the loudest bloody thing on the entire on the entire video is me cracking a beer. So let me kind of muffle it by moving it away from the mic. Yeah, I hope that wasn't too loud. So now we're getting close to some other roads here. This is a road I've been on before. I didn't recognize immediately. It's pretty fun. That little lake, I call it the lake turn, I guess, because there's like a little, maybe pond turn. There's a little pond, and then you make that little left there. Yeah. At least when you're going from south to north, which I was. See how it's kind of bumpy. So, another thing, if people were wondering, what settings do I use on the motorcycle? I use road mode, just for the record. I almost always use road mode. I like the throttle response. It gives you full power when you ask for it, and when you don't ask for it, it gives you a little less than dynamic, which in my opinion helps you ride a lot more smooth and to be honest, more quickly. I also think that the medium setting for the suspension is really nice for the type of riding I like to do, the more quick riding. So that's really that it. So here's a road strategy thing. You see me behind the Walmart truck here, and you see his car on the left. Notice how I didn't make a move to pass the Walmart truck. Yeah, notice how I didn't go to pass the Walmart truck until after I cleared the situation on the left. Because what if that guy were to just decide, today's my day to die, and he pulls out in front of that truck and causes the truck to jackknife right next to it. Or, pulls out and stops in the left lane. Because he doesn't want to die, but he doesn't notice me there, You might as well give yourself a little bit of a gap, It can only help. So now we're, of course, on, not of course, but now we're on a road that maybe you recognize. If you want to call it out, call it out. If not, it's Seiler Road. I'm not even going to give you a chance to guess. It's Seiler Road. This is the famous road. This is the road that we all, in this area know about, I would hope. If you don't know about this road, this is like the road. And of course, we run into this guy. I start yelling about social distancing because he pulls out of his neighborhood and then goes down like a few blocks and then pulls into another neighborhood. So he's just like going to visit a friend or something. Which of course is something you're not really supposed to do, but hey. So now instead of continuing straight to like what my friend said was like the sweepers, quote unquote, we make this left here, which we've never done before. It's pretty cool. This is a 55-mile-an-hour road, not exactly twisty or technical, but just like all these other roads, nice and beautiful, country road, not a lot of traffic. Yeah, you can get stuck behind a car, but maybe you won't. We didn't. And on to the next clip, you'll see where this leads. So we're going down here. We're going down here, and we're going to make a right. And, yeah. Oh, not there. I almost made that mistake there, too. Now we make a right here, and,
Whoa, what the fuck?
this is the failure of the Garmin.
Gravel?
It's the failure of the Garmin.
1 mile.
Garmin thinks this is a paved road. That it's just a normal, everyday paved road. Oh man, he looks like he's going so fast on the camera because he's in like the, at first he's in the fisheye effect and then he moves to the middle. I guess he was going pretty fast. So, my buddy on the S1000XR, He's got sports bike tires on that bike. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to go plowing ahead when my buddy's riding with sports bike tires and he might have, you know, some serious confidence issues on a road like this. You don't want to go too fast on those. You can't. You don't have the braking power. You don't have the grip to turn. If there's any kind of mud or like big rocks, you're going to be thrown around and probably crash. So yeah, I mean, for the sake of my buddy, you know, I keep the pace nice and slow, a lot slower than I normally would ride on a road like this. I'd be maybe not going like my buddy there in the front on the KTM was going, but I'd be going a little faster than I'm going right now, and I'd be standing up too. So I said this before, and I'll say this again to anyone. Yeah, to anyone riding on these roads with people, keep your distance from the bike in front of you. Yeah, it's a safety thing, but it's also like a comfort thing. If you are too close to the rider in front of you, all kinds of crap is getting flung up into you, from rocks up into your bike maybe, or up onto your person, to more importantly like dust. And if you're not wearing goggles, dust is awful. Even if you are wearing goggles, dust just stinks. Also, your stopping distance on dirt is really, really bad. So if you need to make an emergency stop, yeah, you want to have as much distance to the bike in front of you as you possibly can get. So you see how far I'm following the bike in front. Like let's try again. Let's try to count off some seconds here if we can. Let's try to find a spot here where I can count off some seconds. It's really hard. Like, look at this. He's so far ahead of me. I can't even tell in the camera like where to start counting. So like when he reached one of these trees or something, he's just so far ahead I can't even see him. And it's not like I'm letting him get away. I'm keeping a very consistent. There we go. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I'm keeping a consistent like maybe 5-4 second gap. I was counting kind of fast there. I can tell. That wasn't a good second. Here, let me try to count. I can try to. No, you know what? I think it was about a 5-second gap. Yeah. I don't know. I've been drinking a little bit. My sense of time is a little screwed up. That's what happens. Your ability to, you know, count seconds is a little off. So, yeah, we were talking about stop signs, which is strange. Like, what do you do at stop signs? Do you put your foot down or not? So I'm gonna ask. If someone wants to chime in, I like to put my foot down. My procedure at a normal stop sign is come to a stop, put my foot down, get planted, gather my thoughts, look left, look right, look left, look right, look left, and then go. Like, so I'm stopped. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm stopped for like 2 or 3 seconds to do all that. You know what I mean? Like left, right, left, right. Really like good checks. Make sure. Oh, that something was weird. It was like, please stop unless you're making a right turn. Like what? Never seen one of those. There's a number of those on this trip after this that I didn't show just because the roads were really boring. No point. Yeah, I ran into like 2 or 3 more of those. Maybe 2 more. And yeah, that's a bunch to me. Running into 3 of those weird stop unless making right turn signs is like kind of funny to me. You feel kind of like a criminal rolling through one of those bad boys. I guess it's kind of funny to say it like that, but it is kind of true. It is kind of true. So here we are on a little bit of a mountain pass road. We got no center line and nothing like that, but we have a nice mountain pass road. So you can see here we come up to switchbacks, normal mountain stuff, you know, the switchbacks.
Gravel.
Can't have a mountain pass road without those. And of course, like any good mountain pass road, it's like the last thing you want to do is run off the road, right? Look how close the tree line is to where you are, you know what I mean? You have like no room whatsoever for error, or else you're going into a tree. Like, you're going to go into a tree. I mean, there's a slim chance you don't hit one, but yeah, that's a slim chance. Oh, I don't know why I'm laughing. Just a little scary, baby. Just a little scary. Yeah. Getting up to the top of the mountain here. A little further through the road. This wasn't exactly the most exciting road in the world, but it was pretty cool. And then all of a sudden we get a center line. Over on the left there was a dirt road or gravel road that goes down to a lake. Pretty cool. You know. Taking a sip of that brew, and then we have a switchback with the center line. It's like a knee dragger's corner right here, you know. Well, not really. Again, you knee drag there and screw up, and yeah, have fun. But I guess that's like any road. You're not getting the big runoff areas, and you're just not getting the stuff you get on a public road. You're not getting the stuff you get on a racetrack on the public road. You're just not. So, of course, we all know that. Of course, we all know that. So, I'm not gonna preach to the choir, although I just did, and I not only preached to the choir, but I acted like the choir afterwards. Woo, Sterling Moto, what are you doing? Yeah, I'm getting a little tired at this point, I gotta admit. In the night, I don't know why. It's only you know 9 or so o'clock, 9:30 p.m. For some reason, I'm like getting ready for bed. I'm trying to hold out because this is a pretty funny one. So we were going through beautiful Charlestown. I gotta admit, it looks like I'm going too fast. And I didn't notice this. I was just looking ahead. I was kind of in third gear, scanning the horizon, and I think I pulled the bike up to a little high compared to where I should have been. I should have been going a little slower. I was probably going maybe 35. And then, do this. Yep. So I slow down. I check up. But I didn't notice him right away. I don't know why. I was just like, whatever, we're going slow, right? Yeah, well, I could have ended up with a pretty hefty ticket right there. But thankfully, they didn't want to pull me over. They were just chilling. Yeah. Of course, I don't think it would have been a real problem. It just would have been a nice hefty ticket. So here we go. This is the big clip, the biggest, longest clip of the entire video at, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes long. And of course, this is that road in West Virginia, out in this dead end road with like no turnoffs. Just, you know, taking my time. Not really taking my time, kind of pushing the bike around a little bit, riding at maybe 50% of my ability. Whereas I normally like to ride a little less than that. If you compare my videos of this to where I'm, what am I trying to say? If you compare my videos of this compared to, say, my older video, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. If you compare my videos of riding this compared to my older videos, you'll notice that I'm actually going slower as I get more experienced. And I think that's because I'm becoming more cautious as a rider. I'm not going that much slower, but I'm taking less risk. And I'm trying to make my speed, or make my pace, so to speak, through technique rather than aggressiveness, if that makes any sense at all. not, you know, heavy on the brakes, heavy on the throttle, that kind of thing. I mean, yeah, if you want to go really fast and have good pace, you got to be heavy on the brakes, heavy on the throttle, and heavy on the lean angle. I mean, it just is what it is. How are you going to be faster than someone else if you don't have more cojones, so to speak, than they do? Balls, you know? But if you're just riding on the street, you're not. It's like you against the road, you know? Man against nature. Well, man against man-made things. These guys really need to learn how to do U-turns. Like, look how easy that was for me compared to them.
You want to go first or you want me to go first?
Sorry, guys. I'm just calling you out. Learn your U-turns. It's not that hard. Keep your head and your eyes up and just turn those bars. Use the clutch. Turn those bars and use that clutch. It'll work. So I'm leading out again because, yeah, it is what it is. So we'll see how I do going up. Personally, I'm more of a downhill guy than uphill guy. I don't know if I'm faster coming downhill than uphill. That's not really what I mean. I mean, I enjoy the downhill more because you're able to utilize trail braking in the brake light initiative to a better extent. When you're going uphill and you roll off the throttle to get on the brakes to make that corner, the act of rolling off the throttle in conjunction with gravity reduces your speed so quickly that you basically can't brake. If you do brake, you're going to be going too slow for the corner, and you're going to have to stand the bike up and to avoid. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Like you can't trail brake because unless if you want to trail brake going uphill, you have to ride extremely aggressively, more aggressively than I'm willing to ride, more than I'm comfortable with riding on the streets. For sure. I'm willing to push and push on the racetrack and on the street. There's too much to lose. There's too much that can go wrong. Ugh. So we're coming to the end of this clip. I mean, that was just a few little turns in each direction. A little meandering around with my other buddies so you can get a good look at their bikes. And now we're coming to the end of this clip. And we're going to, oh yeah, the ATV guy. He's chilling on his ATV, no helmet, in the middle of the road, just riding down the street. Gotta give him a wave for that, man. You gotta give him a wave for that. So now we're coming to the final, looks like 3 clips. So, at this point, the fun's over. We've been riding down some major roads, and I get a little impatient here. These guys have been going below the speed limit like this entire time and just being really slow. So I'm thinking we got 2-lane road ahead. I'm just gonna go around them. But then again, this guy can't keep in his lane. That's a little scary. And yeah, I mean, I was a little aggressive, but hey, one, I was wanting to pass him, and 2, having a little fun on the roundabout. The only downside to me is I kind of put my friends in a position where they had to follow me or get separated and then stuck behind those guys and get left way behind. So, kind of feel bad for that, but I kind of don't because they're both experienced guys and they easily caught up to me. Like, no problem. So now, this is another one. This is a shot where I saw an eagle. Now, I don't know if you're going to get to see it. If you look on the right there and the kind of the median, it's like hanging out there. And then it takes off and flies across the road to the left and then flies to the right. I don't know. I mean, when I saw it, like in person, it was really good. But there, who knows. So now we're coming to our final clip, and this is where I dropped the bike. So I'll give a little commentary on this. Coming up, going to make a right-hand turn. What are you going to do? Making a right-hand turn. I'm thinking I can roll through this. I usually can, but no, there's a guy coming. So I stop, put my left foot down, and keep my right foot on the peg. And then all of a sudden, I go to look right a little bit, and the bike starts leaning right. And before I can catch it, it's too far. So I switch the bike off before anything really bad happens. I pick the bike up by myself, no really big deal there. No one stops to help quickly enough to get any help. If that makes any sense. That guy kind of slows down and rolls through, but I don't think he's willing to help me especially with this whole COVID thing. They're not willing to help. So, yeah, there's a lady who gets out of her car and asks if I need any help, and I'm like, hold on.
I'm just stupid.
You can watch this. I made a video of this because I thought it was the most interesting part of the ride, but it's the last thing that happened. So, of course, my little BMW.
Thank you. You can go around when you get a chance. I'll be back. I'll be out in a second. Thank you.
That sits between that sits in front of your crotch on the bike, and that thing is falling off. And I've gone through like that. I think I'm gonna be on my 5th one. That thing is a disposable item on a BMW. So, anyways, guys, I get back on the bike. As you can see,
that was
it's a
awesome.
little different. Not a big deal. No damage to the bike whatsoever. More than me. Thank God I was wearing gloves and gear and everything like that. So I pull away and have a great time. I give myself a little bit of carry out and go home and make this video, guys. So stay safe as always. Think about your riding and think about yourself and your families. All right, have a good one.